Alright, today we got a special treat. Something that I've been waiting a long time for. Since the June of 2016 to be exact. In June of 2016 I went to a RPM meet, and on display was the prototype model for Rapido's Dash-8, the Draper taper, I guess is what everybody wants to call it. And before then I had only seen those wide car body Canadian locomotives in brass, and that's not something that I could ever really afford or really cared to want. So when I found out that they were producing these in plastic, I pretty much immediately knew that I wanted one. But unfortunately, due to the pre-ordering system, even though I put in a pre-order, I still didn't get one, and was pretty bummed out about that, because I knew that they weren't going to make these anymore, and that it was considering that they were doing so many different paint schemes, that they were probably only going to do so many of each scheme, and I wanted the Sergeant Stripes scheme, so I had a feeling that everybody else wanted that one too, so it kind of wasn't a surprise that I didn't get one. And that's also not what's in this box, but it's the next best thing. So let's go ahead and fire it out of this USPS box and see what we got. Alright, let's see what we got in the box. Alright. Now, as much as I would have liked the one that's on the cover, I got pretty much the next best one, I guess. The box has a little wang on it right there, but that's alright. I don't know if you can see that. Let's get some white going on here. And that made it worse. My bad. Anyway, there you go. But this one is the no stripes, which is, I guess, the next best thing, because it's not the multi-mark, I think, which has North America on it, or the one with the web address on the bottom, or BCOL. I didn't want any of those, and I got the DC version, and for a good reason. This one is number 2434. So let's open it. Okay. eBay receipt. Ooh, some decals. Sorry, bad camera work today, as always. Decal sheet. The exploded parts diagram. Now, I obviously haven't physically taken this model apart yet, but according to the parts diagram, this has two speakers in it. Where am I? Down here. It's got two speakers in it, 1 and 2, and these are also iPhone speakers, which is what I use in all my other models that have sound. But like I said earlier, this is a DC model, so since it has the quick plug attachment in the fuel tank, I didn't really see the need to spend the extra money on a decoder, on a Loc Sound decoder, when I can get the Loc Sound decoder for cheaper than what it would cost for a DCC model. So knowing that they came with the speaker and the quick plug already in it, I figured it would be worth my time to get just a DC model, and then that way I could get just the sound files that I wanted and arrange them in the manner that I saw fit, because sometimes DCC, the sounds that I want are programmed way too high in the numbers, and I just want them to be in like the 10 and under digits. So we got the French instructions. Je ne parle français. See, we got the regular English instructions. It's got a little fun facts on it. mentioning not to use a MRC Rail Power 1300, which I only use Tech 2s anyway for DC. But, oh, there it is. After all that rambling, there it is. Definitely smells like a Rapido model. I know that sounds weird, but the FL9 that I have smells exactly the same in the packaging. Usually all the other models that I get don't have the smell. So here it is in the package. It survived the trip. So basically for the past 2 years I've just been searching on eBay and basically the internet in general for one of these, hoping that I could find a Sergeant Stripes one, but this obviously would have done. And for the longest time they had the British Columbia units for sale, but nothing really older than that. So this thing looks really nice. And part of the reason why I wanted this model was so that way I could put the detail parts on myself and, you know, have a little fun. See what it's like to actually detail a model and see if that was for me. But it's got all of these separately applied grab irons, which you probably can't see. There we go. Apparently the ditch lights work. Since this is a DC only model, we're just going to run it on my DC test track until I can get a decoder, and then we'll obviously run it for real. See, there's the socket where the Loc sound decoder will go. It even tells you the part number of the decoder that they recommend. But yeah, I mean, I'm not unimpressed. I wasn't expecting to be unimpressed. I mean, the FL9 that I have is really nice, so wasn't really having any trepidation with buying another model. I don't like to pre-order stuff because you can get let down from it. I like to just be able to go online or to my local hobby shop and say, hey Tom, order me this, or can you get me that, and there it is. But for a 2-year wait, I can live with that. This is pretty nice. All the hatch details. I mean, you know, for the price point of the model and what they were going for, I mean, this has more detail than some models I've paid more for that are older. So, I don't have a turntable like that's in my original video of this, but I'm hoping that this will suffice. So, let me get it down on my test track here and we'll see how she runs. Grills are not see-through, which is fine with me. I have an imagination. Looks like it's got spare... Oof, poor camera work today. My apologies. It's got spare knuckle coupler knuckles built into the pilot there. That's pretty awesome. Just like little stuff like that. Like, I don't know. You can't go wrong. All these little truck details, all the brake piping, and just the fact that the air tanks have pipes coming off of them and stuff. Like, I don't know. Rapido is definitely a class act. I just wish that they had a larger volume of production, so they were more widely available. But well, the handrail, the only set of handrails front and back are nice and straight. So yeah, anyway, I've been rambling. Let's get this on the track. Alright, so here we are in Test Loop City here with all my different scale test loops, which you might have seen in my other videos. So I'm going to apply track power here. And let's see. It's quiet. Very quiet. And smooth too. That's at maybe 10% power, which basically none of my other DC locomotives run at that low of a power, so certainly not a bad drivetrain. And I mean, I haven't even ran it around and broke it in, so the fact that it's a little lurchy is totally understandable. Yeah, just creeping. And it does handle an 18-inch radius. Oops. Not that I recommend it, but she'll take it. Which is what you're looking at right now. Yeah. That's not bad at all. Let's see if the lights work at all. I'm just holding it, and I know that's probably not a very nice thing to do, but I just want you to see all the number boards and the headlight and ditch lights light up even in DC, which is awesome. So unfortunately, that's pretty much gonna be it. I can't really give you a really more in-depth review of that, being that this is silent and DC, but hopefully with the different angles of light I'm providing you, you can see the different relief of panels and all the different details. Certainly worth the wait. I mean, I'm impatient and I don't like to wait for anything, but this was certainly worth waiting for. So having said that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.